Jake Turner, a 19-year-old freshman studying astrophysics, never imagined that sneaking into the observatory late one night would thrust him into an intergalactic adventure. Earth had always been on the fringes of the galactic map, ignored by the larger, more advanced civilizations, until now. The observatory's telescope had picked up strange signals, and curiosity drove Jake to investigate. The signal's origin: a distress beacon. Before he could analyze it further, a blinding light engulfed him, and he found himself standing on the deck of an alien spacecraft. Surrounding him were towering, armored figures with translucent skin and glowing eyes. One figure stepped forward. Her presence was regal yet desperate. She introduced herself as Princess Aelara of the Zylthian Empire. Her people were a peaceful race of telepaths known for their vast technological advancements. However, she had been captured by the ruthless Morvok raiders during a diplomatic mission. Using a stolen Zylthian pod, she had sent the distress signal, hoping someone would respond. That someone turned out to be Jake, a human. Aelara's voice echoed directly in Jake's mind. "You are unarmed, untrained. Why would you risk coming here?" Jake scratched his head nervously. "Honestly, I didn't expect to be teleported onto a spaceship. But now that I'm here, I'll help however I can." The Morvok Raiders' flagship loomed in the distance. It was a monstrous, spiked vessel, bristling with weapons. Jake's arrival disrupted their plans, and they were closing in fast. Despite his lack of combat skills, Jake's ingenuity quickly became evident. Using his knowledge of Earth's technology, he devised a plan to overload the Morvok's energy systems. With Aelara guiding him through Zylthian systems, Jake managed to reroute the flagship's power grid, causing a chain reaction that disabled their weapons and engines. The Zylthian forces, alerted by Aelara's beacon, arrived just in time to capture the stranded Morvoks and rescue their princess. Back on Zylthia, Jake was hailed as a hero. The planet's crystalline cities shimmered under a perpetual aurora, and its inhabitants celebrated his bravery with a grand ceremony. Despite his initial awe, Jake couldn't shake the feeling of being out of place. He was just a human student, after all, not a warrior or a diplomat. Princess Aelara sensed his unease. "Jake, your actions have saved not just me but the fragile peace between our worlds. You are far more than you believe yourself to be." As a token of gratitude, the Zylthian Council offered Jake access to their knowledge, an archive containing centuries of advanced science and technology. But the princess's reward was far more personal. "Jake," Aelara said during a private meeting, "I have seen your thoughts, your memories. You have longed for a family, a sense of belonging. We Zylthians are not bound by blood but by bonds of choice. If you wish, you can become one of us." The offer stunned Jake. Earth had never felt like home. He had grown up in foster care, bouncing from one family to another. The idea of being truly wanted was overwhelming. "But I'm human," he said hesitantly. "How can I be part of your family?" Aelara smiled, her luminescent eyes shimmering with warmth. "Our bond transcends form. If you accept, you will undergo the joining, a ceremony that will link you to our collective consciousness. You will still be yourself, but you will also be one of us." The joining ceremony was held in the Hall of Unity, a vast chamber filled with glowing crystals that pulsed in harmony with the Zylthians' collective mind. Jake stood at the center, surrounded by Aelara and the other council members. The air hummed with energy as the ritual began. Streams of light connected Jake to the Zylthians, and he felt a rush of emotions and memories. It was as if he had lived 1,000 lives in an instant. He saw moments of joy, sorrow, triumph, and loss, all shared by the collective. For the first time, he felt truly connected to something greater than himself. When the light faded, Jake's appearance remained human, but he could feel the subtle changes within. His mind was sharper, his senses more attuned. Most importantly, he no longer felt alone. Months passed, and Jake thrived on Zylthia. He delved into their archives, using their knowledge to solve problems that had plagued Earth for centuries. With Aelara's guidance, he became a bridge between their worlds, fostering a partnership that promised to uplift humanity while preserving its unique identity. But Jake's greatest reward was the bond he shared with Aelara and the Zylthians. They became his family in every sense of the word. Together, they faced new challenges, from rogue factions threatening the fragile peace to natural disasters on distant colonies. Through it all, Jake's courage and ingenuity proved invaluable. One day, as they stood on a balcony overlooking Zylthia's vibrant capital, Aelara turned to Jake. "Do you regret leaving Earth?" Jake shook his head, a smile spreading across his face. "Earth gave me life, but Zylthia gave me purpose. I'm exactly where I'm meant to be." And so, the human student who once felt adrift in the universe found not just a home but a family among the stars. Together, they proved that even the vast distances of space couldn't outweigh the power of connection and belonging. As the years passed, the alliance Jake helped forge grew stronger. Earth's people embraced the Zylthians, learning and growing from their newfound allies. Jake became a symbol of unity, a reminder that even in the vastness of the cosmos, the bonds we choose to make can bring us closer than ever before. He often reflected on how far he had come, from a lonely student to a cherished member of a galactic family. One evening, as Jake sat with Aelara and her closest advisors, the stars above seemed to twinkle brighter than ever. He looked around at the faces of those he now called family and felt a profound sense of gratitude. No longer an outsider, Jake Turner had truly found where he belonged, among the stars, where his heart was finally at peace.